Out of the first 10 properties that I bought, I only had like 2 houses out of 10. It's still possible to invest in a house in Australia between 350 to 400k. It depends on the location within Australia, because Australia's a big place. You've got metro areas, you've got regional areas, you've got mining towns, you've got a house out in the middle of nowhere you can pick up for like 50 grand. Yes, it is possible, but depending on what location you're talking about. If you're talking about a metro location with say 30 kilometers to the city, yes, you can pick them up between 350 to 400. The other question I would ask, which like there's too many variables to this question. Anyone asking a question out there, be really specific. That's one thing I would recommend. What type of house is it? Is it actually livable right now? Because you can still buy property, you know, that's in a metro area of Queensland or like Brisbane, that's 30 minutes out for 400,000, but it's probably going to be dilapidated and like falling apart. It's probably going to need a 50 grand renovation. You can buy properties in Perth, like houses for 380, but they might need a bit of work. Yes, you can still pick them up, but it depends on how much work they will need. Can you buy a 5-bedroom mansion kind of house with 5 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 2 car, and a pool out the back for 350? No chance. Not in a metro location. But yes, you can still pick up houses between 350 to 400,000 in metro markets. So like on the outskirts of Perth, you can pick up properties like 30, 40 kilometers away that are houses for 380, 420. Most of them are pushing that 400 plus range now though. It doesn't have to be houses. You can get started with a townhouse, get started with a unit, read my book, 30 Properties Before 30. I didn't buy like out of the first 10 properties that I bought, I only had like 2 houses out of 10. So it doesn't have to be a house. People are getting emotional and like, you know, say it has to be a house. It can be a townhouse, it can be a unit. Buy what you can afford. If you've only got a budget of 400, that's why you're asking this question, you know, then you might still be in that very elementary kind of box where it has to be a house. Get a house if you really want one, if you can afford it, but you're probably going to have to buy something that needs a bit of work and do a little bit of work to it and all that kind of stuff. And especially if you're in Sydney and you're trying to buy in a metro market, you know, buy in a market, let's say in Perth or Brisbane, where it needs a bit of work done, and you won't even be able to be there to supervise that work. So you could be lining yourself up for headaches. Try to make the questions a bit more specific, I would say, to get the best answer. Hope that helps at least. Thank you.